Hey everybody, it's Lo and welcome back to my channel, Lo Without Limits. Today I'm going to be showing you my in the gym back and biceps routine. So if you want to see that, then just keep watching. I mentioned it in my shoulder day video, but recently I've just loved working out my upper body. I was always so leg focused and now I've just moved to upper body and I just love it so much, especially to be able to do my own pull-ups now. It makes me feel so much more stronger and so much more confident. So for pull days, that consists of back and biceps. So Clemens and I went to the gym and we started off with pull-ups. I like to do pull-ups either first or very early on in my pull day routine because they require a lot more energy and just a lot more strength. So to get those done earlier versus when your body is super fatigued is what I personally recommend. And for this, since everybody's pull-up strength is a little bit different, I don't say 8 to 12 reps, but I do like to do 3 sets of however many reps as I can. So for this, I did my first set of 5 unassisted pull-ups, and then I did 2 sets of 8 assisted pull-ups, and they were assisted with this black resistance band. I'll link those down below. So this isn't the lightest resistance band, it's about the second lightest one. And the reason I did that for my last 2 sets was because I wanted 8 really good pull-ups and I didn't want to just do 5 unassisted and then compromise my form and my strength just to try to get a few more. So if you can only get a few unassisted pull-ups, bust out a resistance band or go to the assisted pull-ups machine and you can do a few there. That way your form is really good and you're not compromising it just to have a few sloppy unassisted ones. I also really like doing deadlifts on my back days because it really works out your entire back, your lower back, your upper back, and it's really, really good for that. So I usually start off with deadlifts, doing 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 10 reps for each set in my back and bicep day routine. But because we did legs the day before, it just wasn't super smart since we squatted kind of heavy. So I didn't do deadlifts on this day, but I started off with pull-ups and then I went to a barbell row. For the barbell row, I like doing 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, and I personally prefer the supinated grip. As you can see, my hands are both underhand on the bar versus overhand. Of course, that's just personal preference. If you feel more comfortable doing overhand grip, feel free to do that. And for this, just keep your arms close and pull back, and you want to pinch your back together as you bring your elbows back with the barbell, and you try bringing it up all the way to your hips. I prefer to just go kind of along my thighs so I know that I'm going in a good straight line, and have a little bend in your hips and just bring it back and pinch your back and your shoulder blades together so you can really, really feel it back there. So I did 3 sets of 8 reps, and I honestly could have gone a little bit lighter in these. They're not my best, but I just kind of wanted to go heavy, especially since we weren't doing deadlifts. So they're not my best form, but I did manage to get 8 reps for 3 sets. Next up, to target biceps, I like doing a bicep curl superset. So a superset is where you just do one exercise right after the other without any break in between. So for this, I like to do 3 sets. So 3 sets of the first one and 3 sets of the second one together. And I like to do 8 to 12 reps for each exercise in each set. So the very first one that I do in this bicep superset is just a regular dumbbell curl. So again, just do 8 to 12 reps. So here I did 12 reps of it, and I honestly could have done a little bit better. This is my very last set, and as you can see, I'm probably using a little bit too much body momentum to get the weight up. And you really want to keep your body stable and keep your elbows close to your body and just curl so you feel it in your biceps. But again, this is my last set and I didn't feel it as I was doing it, but looking back, I was a bit too swingy. But once you finish doing 8 to 12 just regular dumbbell curls, then you're gonna superset it with alternating hammer curls. So again, do 8 to 12 of these, and then that creates one superset that you'll do 3 times. So for these, just holding the dumbbells and bringing them up one at a time with a different hand grip. So instead of your hands with your palms facing up, your palms will just be facing in a little bit, and alternate them. And again, as many other one-armed exercises, start off with your weaker side. That way you can just match it with the stronger side instead of starting off with the stronger and then going to the weaker and not being able to do that. So I start off with my left side, and I barely got 8 reps out of this. I probably again could have gone a little bit lighter, but it was my last set, so I was just a bit fatigued, but try to do 8 to 12 reps and then do that superset 3 times. Moving on to another back exercise. This is honestly one of my all-time favorite exercises to do. It is a 1-arm bent dumbbell row. So you'll just grab a heavier dumbbell and go to a bench or some other flat surface, and you'll have your hand holding the dumbbell. Again, start off with your weaker side, so for me it's my left, and have your hand with the dumbbell starting off directly underneath your shoulder, and then pull up using your back, using your lats, using your elbow. So as if your elbow is just being pulled up, and try to keep it very controlled and very straight. And then once you get to the top, then slowly and very controlled, bring the weight back down so it's once again directly underneath your shoulder. So for this, you're gonna start off with your weaker side and then do 8 to 12 reps on each side and do it for 3 sets. For me, I did 3 sets of 10 reps on each arm. Then we went to the straight arm cable pull downs. For this, you can either do it on a cable machine. All of those were packed, so I just went to a lat pull down machine and didn't sit down on it. So you start off with your hands straight up ahead of you, a little bend in your hips. Grab the barbell with your hands a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, and with your arms completely straight, but don't lock out your elbows, just pretty straight. Bring the weight in the bar all the way down to your hips, and be sure to really pull with your back and not using your shoulders or arms. This is solely your back, so pull with your back, really feel it in your lats, and then again, very controlled, let the weight go back up. So for this, just do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. I did 3 sets of 10 reps. Now before going to the gym, Clemens and I wrote out our little workout plans together. So we didn't plan on doing lat pull downs, but since I was already at the lat pull down machine doing the straight arm cable pull downs, we figured why not throw in some lat pull downs. So for this, just again, I personally like to have my hands a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. I like doing a wide grip lat pull down, but also like a close grip lat pull down is really, really good. But for beginners, I really recommend just a wider grip. You can get a bit more weight and you can really pull it down all the way. So have a little lean in your back. You don't want to lean all the way back, but you don't want to be swinging your torso back and forth. So start off with a little lean, grab the bar a little wider than shoulder width apart, and bring it back using your lats, pinching your elbows and your shoulder blades back to as far as they can go, and try to get the bar to touch your chest. And then again, very controlled, let the bar go back up, and be sure to do it while keeping your torso very straight and very controlled. You don't want to be swinging your torso back and forth. And for this exercise, once again, just 3 sets for 8 to 12 reps. I did 3 sets of 12 reps, but since this is my last exercise and I didn't want to go super heavy, so I had gone a little bit lighter on it, for this very last set, I decided to end my workout with 15 reps. So if you can, of course, go for it. Personally for me, if I can do something for 15 reps and it's at really good form, or I can do 3 sets of something at 12 reps with really good form, that's a sign that I could probably go up in weight. That way I can start a little bit lower, and once I get to 3 sets of something at the highest rep and still have a few in the tank and still have really good form while doing them all, that is when I will go up a little bit in weight. And I won't go up in weight until I feel comfortable just hitting that highest target across all of my sets and doing it very comfortably and as good of a form as I personally can. Well, there you have it. Those are my favorite pull day back and bicep exercises. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what your favorite back and bicep exercises are and what you want to see more of on my channel. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe. I upload a new video every Wednesday. So until the next one, thanks for watching.